right, so it was a close game, but the A's got the win in the series opener against the Toronto Blue Jays at home, and Marcus Semien returned to Oakland to play his former team that he was with for many years. So I was really happy to see that. You know, Marcus Semien, as if you're an A's fan, you obviously know he was a catalyst for the A's for many years. He was through our team in thick and thin, playoff teams and bottom of the standings teams. So it was really cool to see Marcus Semien return, even though he's on the Blue Jays. A little bit bittersweet. But the A's did get a nice win. Both teams were pretty equal. I mean, both teams had 9 hits. This game was pretty close, but the A's did win by 1 run. And the Blue Jays are a good team, but they're just over 500. So, I mean, you know, they're a decent team, but I didn't really, you know, have high hopes for them, if that makes sense. However, yeah, so Jed Lowry had a 3-hit night. He's been super good lately, to say the least. So is Ramón Laureano, but I'll get to that in a second. So, yeah. Lowry actually opened up the scoring, 1-0 A's in the bottom of the second with an RBI double. Thought it might be a home run. It was like literally off like near the top of the wall, and that was a really nice hit. Also in the bottom of the second, the A's jumped to a 3-0 lead after a 2-run homer by Piscotty off Steven Matz, the pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, into left field, which was a really nice homer. However, in the third inning, the Blue Jays had a big inning. Bobicek got a RBI single, making it 3-1. Then Hernandez got a 2-run double, making it 3-3, which tied up the game. And Biggio played really good defense. He threw out Piscotty in this game, which was a really, you know, key moment for the Blue Jays, making sure the A's didn't have runners in scoring position. But Ramón Laureano, I mean, is there anything this guy can't do? He hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 5th to give the A's a 2-run advantage, 5-3 score in the 5th. He's had homers, I believe, every game for the last 3 games. And, I mean, not to mention that, but he's gotten great defensive plays. He can also hit base hits. Yeah, he's great. However, when Trevino came in, he threw a wild pitch, and Vladimir Guerrero scored a... he came in from third to score on the wild pitch. However, Jake Diekman saved the game at the closer position, getting a really nice strikeout to end it. And the A's got the win, 5-4 final score. And great games from Lowry and Laureano. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. We're 18-12 now. So definitely, you know, coming back, you know, we were losing a couple of games here and there this past week. But we're playing really good now. We currently hold the best record in the AL. We have exactly a 600 win percentage. And yeah, I mean, the Royals have 593 and the Red Sox have 586. But really amazing what the A's have been able to accomplish. And not only that, but we have the second best record in MLB behind the Giants, who actually have less wins than us. So the A's are definitely, you know, really underrated, first of all, because, you know, they're never talked about despite being so high up. But we got a good win, and that's all that matters. 5-4 final score, 9 hits for both teams, like I said. The A's jumped out early, but they did, you know, their pitching needs to improve a little bit. Montas was the starting pitcher, and, I mean, he did good. Montas, he's usually good. He sometimes allows runs. I mean, he allowed 3 runs in this game, but 4 strikeouts is nice in 6 innings. So, yeah, and the A's relief pitching has been stellar and lights out this entire season. Starting pitching has always been kind of iffy. I mean, even last year, you look at the playoffs, that's one thing that struggled. But, I mean, I think relief pitching and closing is arguably more important. I think there's a debate for that. But A's get the 5-4 final score win. The A's will play Toronto for a couple more games at home. I think 3 more games. And then Tampa Bay will follow then with the Red Sox. So definitely a little bit after this, a tough schedule a little bit, because we're playing teams that are up there in the standings and teams that have beaten us before, such as Tampa Bay. But I think the A's are confident. I think with the way they're playing with Laureano and the pitching, it's great. So let me know your thoughts, guys, and go A's.